You have the Gobbo back. The OG Gobbo, because the software that has the new Gobbo isn't around anymore. So I have to find out a way to make it work. So we're back to the old one with the kind of crappy software that doesn't integrate properly or anything. Babby's first VTuber. And I'm drifting. You know what? We can do something like this. That will help. Hey, there we go. And a game thing. And if not, I do have a name log. There are people who have previously redeemed to be on the name list who have not made it there yet. I have a Nalina and I have a Sahil. So, oh no. For the first time in ages, we like a size in between taking up my whole screen in this. You are never going to see sunlight again. You'll never breathe fresh air, or be warm and dry, or feel safe. This is your punishment for your crimes. You're to be thrown to a magical portal and banished to Avernum, never to return. Your crime? Nothing so serious as you might think. Not murder, arson, or assault. No, your crime was against the Empire, ruled by the cruel Emperor Hawthorne. You spoke out against an unjust law, or angered some minor official, or may have just been a misfit. The Empire controls the entire surface of the world. All four continents have completely submitted to its rule. Not fitting in is a crime. And the Empire? Not fitting in is a crime, so you're being exiled. You're being sent down to Avernum. Avernum is a series of caverns far below the surface of the world. It is dark. It's a dark subterranean prison, a place where exiles spend the rest of their lives, far from the light. What is it like there? Nobody on the surface knows. All they know is that it's dark and deadly. It's spoken of only in whispers and only in fear. Some believe that there's no air, warmth, or food, and death comes with merciful speed. Others believe there's enough sustenance to enable Avernites to endure a miserable, worm-like existence. Until, of course, the monsters get you. And a few believe Avernum is a paradise, a hard land of freedom, where one can at last be out from under the Empire's iron rule. People mad enough to believe Avernum's a paradise soon end up there themselves. They don't really know what it's like. No one on the surface does. But soon, we will. There's no appeal to the judge's decision. Early one morning, we're dragged in chains to the shimmering portal. We breathe clean, fresh air one last time. The shackles are removed. And then they throw you in. Welcome to Avernum! Let me make sure that everything looks right. Everything looks right, everything sounds right. Are we good? Nah, if we're bad, no one says it. Ah, these caverns are a tutorial to help you get started. First, we need to learn how to move. Click, and you'll walk there. Whoa. There's an eye to open to close the inventory. Or just open it. You can scroll to the edge of the screen. Slowly, your eyes adjust to the dim light. Happily, there's light. The ceiling of the cavern's covered with scattered patches of a fungus that glows with a faint green luminescence. But you're alone. It's cold, damp, and deathly still. All you hear are the echoes of dripping water in the shadows. The loneliness makes the feeling of claustrophobia more powerful. For a moment you can sense the countless tons of stone above you, ready at any moment to crush you into nothingness. You concentrate and overcome the growing terror. There must be someone down here. You just have to explore and find them. Ooh, we have a little river. We have some of that. There's a bucket and a bed, so there's someone up there. There's something up there on top of the cliff. And T highlights things. Oh, so this direction is north on the isometric map. There's spider webs. We take a look at our characters. We can see Queen Alina. Let's do this. Queen Alina, Strength 3. How muscular you are. Improves your chances to hit and damage with melee weapons. Enables you to wear heavier armor without being encumbered. Having more is of great benefit to warriors. So basically, the size of your steel bikini. Dexterity. How fast you are on your feet. These are adorable. I love these little arts. Warriors and archers are aided. Intelligence is how good you are at thinking things through. Increases this character's spell energy and helps you decide gents, ladies, or tigers. Anyone who's been on Tumblr for a while knows that there is a correct answer to this question. And it's the one that gets you mauled. Oh my gosh, I've missed being able to do the little overwrought wink. Oh, this is nice. I'm not borking anything up by making this window bigger, am I? No, because this isn't the other one. So the other one's software, the problem was it resized its capture directly. This hijacks my camera and replaces it with the avatar. So I can resize the window all I want. Ha 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 ha. Nah. So we've got melee weapons, rank 2. Pole weapons, rank 2. Bows, rank 1. No magics. The trait sure-handed to increase the chance to hit with melee attacks. That's Queen Alina. Obviously our melee fighter. Sahil here, our sorceress, has bows. If we have an extra bow, we can give it to her and she can use it instead of shooting spells. She has dexterity, lots of intelligence. Yay. She has 2 ranks of mage spell, which gives her higher level mage spells. A rank of spellcraft, which makes all of her spells more effective. And a rank of arcane lore, which gives her a chance to decode magical inscriptions and spells. The more of it there is, the better. She has a trait, Elemental Focus, which makes the damage of her elemental spells a little bit better. We can look here and see that she has Bolt of Fire, Call Beast, Cloak of Curses, and Daze. So we'll see what those do when the time comes. She has no pre-spells. We have pre-spells. So let's look at Hawk. Hawk the Mage. Dexterity, Intelligence, and Endurance are all 3. You know, magic. Hawk doesn't have any weapon proficiencies, so they are not going to be any good with any of those. But they have one of mage and one of priest. So that's great. They have a little bit of first aid, a little bit more of arcane lore, and a little bit of spellcraft. So we can work together. It means Hawk can only do Bolt of Fire and Call Beast. So not as many options as Sahel has. But they, they can throw firebolts. In fact, they can only throw firebolts. They don't have bows. So back up, and if we get into trouble, there's a little bit of support healing here too. Smite also, and curing for poison. That's 4 energy for 16 to 28 versus 1 energy for 11 to 23. Bolt of Fire is a much more efficient source of damage. Lastly, the Barb. Thrown missiles. I can cast Throw Rock. Cope. I'm looking at you, chat. Don't think that just because you're silent doesn't mean that I don't know you're there. I see you. I see you, decoy. You can't hide from me. I can throw a rock at you. Don't cross. But more importantly, level 2 priest spells, a bit more arcane lore, and a bit of first aid. So all of the party except the Queen Alina has the lore. This means I have no mage spells, but on the priest end, I've got the same heal, cure, and smite that Hawk does, and I also have protection. So if we need to magically enhance our defenses, I've got ya. I think on a level up direction, though, I want to give Barb a bow, and I want to give Hawk a bow, so that we aren't entirely reliant on our magic. But yeah, we are here, lost. It's time to go a little further. Much to our great relief, we finally find signs of human occupation. The gallery to the west is blocked by a wall. Rough stone blocks held together by crumbling mortar. Looks like it's been here for years, abandoned, decaying. But it's something. Less reassuring is the pile of bones between you and the wall. They look like they came from a small humanoid. Perhaps a goblin. Oh no. They too have been here for a while. On the floor near them, someone discarded a crude cloak, scraps of leather roughly stitched together. On the surface, you'd have ignored the disgusting thing. Down here, with the cold seeping into your bones, you decide you'd be better off wearing it. Okay, we're not close enough to this to do anything, but here we are closer. There's the cloak. Okay. So we have this plus 2% armor. As much as I want to be warm myself, I shall graciously grant Queen Nelina the cloak on account of him being the one who's going to take all the hits. Have fun, don't die. The cloak is crude and dirty, but it's warm. I suspect that everything in the underworld's going to be crude and dirty, so you better start getting used to it. Well, on this side of the door, at last, you hear people. You smell fresh smoke and hear the muttering of speech. You're too far away to make out what they're saying, but they're to the west. Okay, so they are to the west. Let's come down here. See if we can't sneak around without them noticing us. I want to see who they are before they see me. They're scrawny Nephilim. I know from my childhood that those are cat people and the enemies of humanity. We should be prepared for combat. There are 3 people ahead, crouched around a dim, smoky fire of burning fungus. They're rolling dice, gambling over a handful of copper coins and leather garments they scavenged in these caves. Then their sharp ears detect you. They leap to their feet and spin to face you, drawing their blades. They're Nephilim, scrawny and hungry specimens, but dangerous nonetheless. They're a proud, tribal race because you can't have any nice people be tribal. Tribal means savage and horrible and evil, right? Right. Tribes have chiefs and republics have presidents or ministers. And that's the difference between the savage and the civilized. Skewer myself. I forgot I could do that. Oh, God, this model was so old-fashioned. Oh, of course, apart from the noble savages, right? You need your grand gobos in addition to your just ordinary ones who just don't know enough. Let me drink something here. They once filled the wild plains on the surface. Then the Empire began to remove them, setting the few that surrendered into Avernum and killing the rest. This has left them with a vicious hatred of humanity. Even though you share a common enemy, they're still determined for their revenge upon you. You know what? Fair, justified. Combat mode. Nalina, get up there. Okay. Sahil? Throw your bolt of fire at C. That's a miss. Hawk, get closer. Keep the fire focused. Go, Nalina, you're our man. If you can't do it, I'll heal you until you just don't die anymore. Hey, that's what we like to see. Yeah, I know Nalina's wounded, but Nalina's not wounded enough to matter. So we're gonna smite. There we go. Rule number 1 of healing: dead things can't do damage, and damage prevented is better than damage healed. Okay. Just like that. And then P is priest. I guess we should heal Nalina. Make sure that he doesn't die. Yay! Arcanum. That's a game I played. Now this is a remake of an old game. Yay! We have a shield, some boots, some leather armor, a cloak, another cloak. We are accused of some sort of crime that shouldn't be a crime by the evil empire that controls the surface. So they chucked us through a magical one-way portal into an unknown subterranean wasteland. And we are very fortunate, that there's breathable air. So we get to starve to death slowly. And that's, something else happens. All of this looks like it's absolute waste. Nope. Copper coins. Okay. So we get the shield and the boots. More armor for Nalina. Then I'm gonna take the cloak. Because I'm cold. The armor looks like it's just there to sell later. And then Hawk is wearing the skimpiest outfit, so I guess they get the other cloak. Sorry, Sahil, but you've got a whole bundled up outfit. So yeah, we've literally just started though. Now I know from previous game from playing the sequel to the original of this as a kid that there's a entire like underground kingdom, and in that we're told that in the first game heroes rose from the underworld and overthrew the empire. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing. But for now, we've literally just been thrown down here, and we're trying not to die. Yay. The 3 Nephilim have fallen. 3 senseless deaths. You suspect they were just sent through the same portal you came through. Usually Empire sends down the Nephilim through a different portal to a different part of the caves. But, of course, the Empire soldiers don't really care what undesirables go where. Of course, it's also possible that the underworld is controlled by the Nephilim, and that we'll soon be swarmed and enslaved. Or worse. Ooh. That's cheerful. Let's go see if there's anything down here. There is. There's treasure. Leather bracers and pants! Wow, we're just spoiling Queen Nalina here. He is going to be wearing the pants and ready to just take all the attacks. That's his job. And we can see up ahead a couple huge rats. So I'm going to bring Sahil up here and fire on me. See if we can't kill that one. Hawk can come up here. And then I will come up and stay put, conserve my magic. Now things are going much better over here. All the extra armor. I think that means that we're good to keep the smites going. Ah, there's more coming. Actually, let's call a beast. Do a little bit to help out. Thank you, direwolf that we've summoned, for attacking that rat. That's not the rat I wanted to attack. It's fine. I guess it is the immediate threat. Good job. There we go. That fixes that problem. Wonderful. Yay. And we have some money. Leather gloves. Not as good as bracers. And a belt. Belt keeps giving us bonuses. You don't have a cloak, so you can have the gloves. Now here's a question. Can I wield rock? Okay, I cannot actually throw rocks. Good to know. Not what I was hoping I would learn, but it is good to know that we cannot throw rocks. The cave to the north is divided by a deep pool of foul, stagnant water. There's a man on the other side of it, watching you, his sword drawn. Perhaps he can tell you how to get to safety, if there is anywhere safe down here. LAGHRAN. There's a pool of foul, stagnant water dividing the cavern in half. On the other side of the morass, a human is staring at you. He has dented bronze broadsword and a heavy leather jerkin. Your relief at seeing another human is not enough to keep you from noticing the coldness of his gaze, or how he seems to be sizing you up. He gives you a half bow and smirks. I, LAGHRAN, welcome you to the underworld. And from the look of you, you're a warrior. Not the weaklings and malcontents we've had coming through so far. Are you an Avernite? I would not say that. I don't think that Avernite's very fond of me right now. Are we the only people here? Oh no. There's a few others in the arrival caves. That's what the Avernites call these chambers, though they don't control them as well as they should have. What do you mean? He points at something hanging around his neck. It's a key. These caves are where all the new human arrivals are supposed to end up. Then the Avernites, noble beings that they are, find you and bring you out and help you. But I stole the key. I came here and locked the gates behind me. Now you're all stuck down here with me and my helpers. Why are you doing this? Because we're free. Don't you understand? The Empire holds us down. No longer. Now, at last, the strong can survive and flourish and make our own new land. Do you think you're tougher than me? Because if not, you'll serve us. What exactly do you think you're going to get from me? Just intelligence. Now I know how many of you there are, and how you're armed. Now my servants will be prepared. Hey, LAGHRAN. Fuck you. He stops for a moment and nods. I expected that. You don't have the look of a weakling or a thug. I suspect you have something in common with the Avernites above. Too much. No, there's something I want from you. Prepare yourself. I'll take it soon. He walks quickly into the shadows. Well, I guess that happened. Oh no! There's an enemy. There's something. We saw it. Ah, there's another rat there. It's fighting our summoned dire wolf. Let's go, Wolfie. Yay. I guess there's more rats up here. There's a lot more rats up here. Okay. I think I'm gonna just step forward here and hold on. I'm gonna call a beast here. Okay, we've summoned a little Nethel. I don't see any need. Okay, let's daze everyone here. Beautiful. And there's a lot going on here, so I'm going to cast protection on everyone. Oh, that's everyone. Yay. Don't like that happened. Don't like the idea of the rat coming around behind us. Or behind Nalina to cause us trouble. Good job. And then we'll conserve our mana because we're getting low here. We still have a bit on Hawk, so we'll do that. Okay. So this is where the rats were, and I guess this was a good idea. We found a bow, a hat, and a better short sword. Let's see, 8 to 24, 4 pound. Oh, excuse me, 11 to 44. Yeah, this is just better, strictly. We'll give the bow over here, and now we have a bow as a backup. And then I see these valuable little crystals hanging around. And I am not going to say no to potential trade goods. So I'm glad that we went back and checked that way. Got some goodies. Terrified Arrival and Brissa. Someone's discarded some javelins. Yay! Barb has backup weapons. I can throw pointy sticks. You'd rather die? Tell me about it, girl. The Avernites built something down here, a crude stone structure that was then left to crumble. 4 people, fresh from the surface, are hiding in the ruins. They look like ordinary people, farmers and merchants, who angered some empire lord or said the wrong thing when the wrong person was listening. Now they're trapped in the underworld for the rest of their lives, empty-handed and terrified. Only one of them seems to have kept her self-control. She's a young, stocky woman. She holds a crude spear in her trembling hands. Who's there? When she gets a look at you, she lowers the spear. You're not one of the thugs, are you? I'm Brissa. Are you trapped down here like us? All this fighting's wearing me down. Can you help me? I found a crate of bandages, probably sent down at the same time we were. I'll do what I can. She spends some time bandaging. Yay! Do you need any help? I would not beg a stranger for aid, except our situation is desperate. There's a cretin down here. His name's LAGHRAN, and he has a pack of brigands and thugs to help him. Cretin is certainly a word. It's kind of a mean word, but you know what? How dare you insult cretins by comparing them to LAGHRAN? LAGHRAN is such a douche. We can't escape the basement while he blocks the exit. I can't fight him off. I need your help. Okay, then we'll free you. Are we good? Is this party good people? I kind of want us to be good people. We're the heroes, gosh darn it. Yeah, let's kill that motherfucker. Whoa. For the first time, they look up at us, emerging a tiny bit from catatonia. I thank you. I know from the moment I saw you that you were warriors with honor. We'll wait here. Yay, we got a free heal. The people in the ruined building left us 2 flasks of liquid. Perhaps a gift, perhaps a bribe. The potions might help if we have to fight our way out. Yay! Healing potions! We'll give them all to Nelina, because Nelina's going to be our frontline fighter. Hope we don't regret it. And we'll take this time to save. Strim. I've tried this game before. I'm not blind for this part. Although I get blind pretty darn quickly. Have some cute obelisks. And Roland. After your meeting with LAGHRAN, you aren't surprised to find these people waiting for you. 3 humans who've teamed up with 2 Nephilim. They smirk and raise their blades as you step into the light. As the reek of burning fungus assaults your nose, one says, "Well, you knew this was coming." LAGHRAN let you know what was happening. Hope you're ready. At least you won't be in this pit for much longer. Sure. Die. The thugs honestly thought they would hear you talk and plead. They weren't expecting someone who would actually fight back. Your charge catches them by surprise. Oh, neat. So we've got Roland, probably our strongest, 2 thugs, 2 Nephil archers. Charge. Okay, Sahil, I'm gonna have you Cloak of Curses. Hawk, call forth a beast. What do we have there? A cave crawler. And me, protection. You know what? To the thug. We're gonna have you step forward. We're gonna focus on getting these thugs gone first. I think we can let our boy go another round before we heal. So let's smite the thug. Burn those archers from afar. I think we can still get away without healing for a bit. Ooh, that's putting us in a little bit of danger. Not sure I like it. I think it's time to heal. Oh, we probably can let the health get way down before we heal. Okay. We're not in danger at all. Get wrecked, Nolan. You've got some boots, another shield, a dagger. Nothing of value over here. Another little crude dagger. We move cautiously down the corridor, still ahead and past. They're past LAGHRAN's thugs, but their leader's still ahead, and without his key, we won't be able to escape the pit. Game's reminding us to save often. Very well. Let's keep this going. This is the place we saw at the beginning. So, you know, we're getting close. And we can see LAGHRAN. Time to approach. You round the corner and come face to face with LAGHRAN. A petty thug with illusions of grandeur. Perhaps his plan to build a new empire within Avernum is not going to work out. And yet, he doesn't give in. He stands between you and the locked gate leading to the exit and snarls. You notice dark stains around his mouth. Perhaps I've eaten something recently that's tinkering with his brain. He points his blade at you. You got past my warriors? And what? They're dead? Well, I'll get more. The Empire sends down more killers every day. And Avernum won't take them, but I will. You notice he's holding something in his offhand, but you can't tell what it is. Surrender. No. I still have the key. I can start again once you're dead. I won't let them throw me in the abyss. Come on. He charges at you. His warriors, seeing no option, regretfully follow him. Okay, that's quite a few people. Go forth, Nalina. Good luck. The cloak of curses is still running. So let's get this archer out of the way. You can call a beast. We have a dire wolf here. It looks like protection has worn off, so we'll get that going again. Oh, Nalina's too far ahead for protection. No. Let's get that Nephilim archer out of the way. Fewer sources of damage is best. I guess we'll just have to cope with Nalina not being ready. Knockback. Ooh, that's a scary business. Burn those thugs. Okay. I think I will heal there. Okay. And now let's just max damage on LAGHRAN. You know what? I think we've got this guy in the bag. I'm gonna go upstairs so it's easier to hit him with the dang javelin. LAGHRAN's wounded. He's bleeding and exhausted. No, you will not get me. I have one thing I smuggled. He raises his left hand. You can see he's holding a glass globe. Goodbye, fools. Enjoy your new life of servitude. He smashes a globe against the floor. A cloud of lavender smoke spreads out, choking you, confusing you. He turns and runs to the gate, key in hand. No! LAGHRAN has a free path to the exit gate. He puts his key in the keyhole, turns, and shoves the iron bars. The moment they're open a few inches, he slides through and runs upstairs. You hear a commotion coming from above. He's gone. He got away! Damn it! Whatever. No. The monster. Rats. More rats. I wasn't expecting rats. Ah, I get critical javelin. We have meat and flawed crystals. More flawed crystals. Some more treasure, mostly useless. We have an ice, and we have some valuable bars of iron. We'll send the ice spell over to our sorceress. We have some healing herbs that we can take into town. Mushrooms that we can eat. So we're fully healed, after munching on some raw rat and mushrooms. Yummy. Let's find out what's going on upstairs. Hopefully they shot LAGHRAN. Yay, we've escaped into some pit. You emerge from the dark tunnels, and your claustrophobia is immediately replaced with vertigo. You're in a fort within a gigantic cavern. The stone ceiling arcs hundreds of feet over your head. As your eyesight adjusts, you look around at the world of Avernum for the first time. You're inside what looks like some sort of fort. It's made of huge blocks of stone, roughly mortared together. Wood must be rare down here. Only the doors are made of it. There are a few odd trees nearby, more fungus than wood. Then, when your awe at the strange sight fades, you notice the warriors. They stand around the lip of the pit you're in, weapons drawn. Some of them have bows pointed at you, ready to fire. As you prepare to defend yourself, a man comes running toward the lip of the pit from the south. Stop! Stop, stop! He shouts. Don't fire, let me talk! Well, we have the guards. No man on the south. There's the man on the south. Andrew! A small man runs toward you, waving his arms. His skin is incredibly pale in the strange light from the fungal ceiling. When he reaches you, he stops and bends over, hands on knees, breathing heavily. When he regains his breath, he says, "Oh, don't attack! I'm Andrew, the greeter. We're Vernonites. We're here to welcome and aid you." Calm down. Chill. LAGHRAN. Did you catch him? We tried. He ran out. His face was covered. By the time we were sure he was the killer and not an innocent, he'd already fled. Well, I'm sure he'll be found. Let's bring this to the far more important topic. Me. And my companions, but mostly me. What happens to us? Well, your new life begins. Now that you've emerged, I have something to say to you. Yeah? Okay. Spit it out. On behalf of Avernum, I welcome you to your new home, here in the darkness. Our lot is hard, but we are free of the crushing hand of the Empire. We offer you peace and aid, as long as you aid us in return. That's all. We have some aid for you. Then you can go out and start your new life. Okay, that was very okay. You're the greeter? Yes, it's my task. I wait for new arrivals like yourselves and welcome them. He bows. Welcome to Avernum. Gosh, I need to find the replacement program. I can't even bow with this. Well, I suppose we should learn more about the hole we are going to spend the rest of our lives rotting in. That's what we call this place. Countless miles of tunnels, caverns, and icy subterranean rivers. It's your new home. He smiles sadly. What's the word mean? Well, in ancient times, Avernum was the name for the underworld. It was the place where souls were sent to be judged when their lives were over. Appropriate, yes? And why are you welcoming me? Well, it's my job. I'm here to ease the considerable shock of being cast into the underworld, of course. So, welcome to the underworld. Also, I'm here to say where you can get information and supplies. Okay, spit it out. Where do I get info and supplies? Yes, we offer supplies and information. Yes. Where? Where do I get the information, Andy? Thale is the town sage. He lives and works in the building just a little bit southwest. He's a bit glum, but he does his job well. He'll answer your questions as best he can. Of course, you should get supplies first. I'll hit record and supplies. To prevent certain problems, new arrivals are sent to Tor to get modest supplies to support themselves until they find work. He's the building to the south. We found doing otherwise results in desperate, dangerous, and violent new citizens. This way you'll have a fair chance. What you do with it when you leave here is your business. Cool, and I can't stay here? Oh, that's a common question. I'm afraid not. This fort is small, and we already have all the defenders we need. The rest of Avernum needs you. Cool. Thanks, Andy. Bye. Yes, Avernum. LAGHRAN got away. We're gonna make note in our book of grudges. Hey, we have a couple notes here. I can't just type what I want, apparently, but we can hit that record button and it notes it in our journal. Neat. Make note in the book of grudges. We must have LAGHRAN's face. No one shames me like that. No one causes those sorts of problems and gets away with it. We will find him, and we will have Queen Nalina peel off his face. That's an appropriate punishment for that misbehavior. Absolutely. I'm sure everyone will agree. I'm sure we will all also agree that this is an excellent time for a little itsy-bitsy break while I go use the restroom. So we will have our BRB. I think I'll put that over here. I'm going to vanish for a moment. I'm just going to shimmy chat up because apparently chat was on my face. I should make sure chat is not on my face. There we go. So I'll be back after I refill my drink. And yeah, let's say 5-10 minutes. And then we will go talk to Tor and Thale and get our information and our supplies.